It is I, Menace Snowdecker. Welcome back to another YouTube video of Pixel Gun 3D. I don't exactly have moments to spare here, so I'm just gonna be doing all this while I do everything else. That should be fine for now. Anyways, hi. How are you? Your day going good? That's good. Mine's okay. But as for my recent days in this game, it's been... Well, it's been a pill. Oh, I didn't even know I had rolls. Okay, cool. Do that real quick. So, before I do anything else in here, I would like to tell you a very unique story that ended up happening. Currently, I actually own 2 clans in Pixel Gun 3D, and it's not by my decision. I just wanted one, but it's by chance, and I'm actually gonna end up having the first one deleted in the future at some point. Yeah, some point. So what happened was, there was this person who had me added once upon a time. I don't have them added now. And for good reason, but I'll explain that here shortly. This person supposedly had an event happen inside their clan, and they were the leader. And the guy was basically saying he is schizophrenic and his girlfriend cheated on him. All this other stuff. I'm not going to mention anybody's names because I'm trying to step away from calling people out on my channel. I don't like doing that. I really don't. But it was interesting. The dude messaged me out of nowhere and said that he was just gonna put me in charge of his clan because he's not currently fit to be the leader. And I thought it was pretty interesting. At first I thought he was just pulling my leg. Yeah, I don't care if I live or die here. I'm just trying to do basic tasks. Thank you. Clan tasks are such a pain. They really are. Well, most of them are a pain. You know, I'm actually going to go to Camelot. That one's a little bit easier for me to get these done. Okay, 300 times from backup. Yeah, deathmatch. Primary. Maybe I'll do those later. Anyways, at first I thought he was pulling my leg, and the more we spoke, I realized he wasn't pulling my leg. Dude was basically saying everybody got upset, and they decided that they were just going to go off and start a new clan. And that left him pretty much all by himself. He was literally the last one inside of his clan. He was just saying he had it, he was not currently fit to be the leader of anything, and he just wanted to put me in charge. He said, let's just go ahead and make the clan yours. Shockingly, in time, he did hold up his end of the bargain. He put me in charge, and he said, as long as you don't invite this one person, everything's fine between us, and I upheld my end of the bargain as well. I never invited the person he told me not to invite. Oh, you got that armor. I'm still trying to get that. It's good for him, though. So we ended up getting more people in eventually. And eventually he put me in the official head spot. The leading position. Yeah, I figured it was coming. And I decided it was time that we started a clan war. This is where everything went sideways, unfortunately. You see, the dude swore that he was going to back me up in clan war. He swore that he was going to be there for me, at my side, helping me all the steps of the way. But as soon as I started a clan war, his behavior completely started to shift. At first, it seemed like everything was fine, everything was normal. He even asked me to try to reach out to his ex, as he referred to it now, because the dude just missed her, and I didn't see a problem with that. I ended up actually reaching out to her at one point. And at first she did not want to talk to me, and that was understandable. Her literal reaction was, "Oh God, please don't tell me." I just told her straight up, look, I was only asked to deliver a message. I'm going to deliver it. I want no part of your drama. I'm just going to deliver this message, and I'll be on my way, okay? I told her what he wanted to say, and then I said that would be all. Well, after the clan war finally started up, apparently he wasn't nice anymore. He literally F-bombed me, I don't know, some 13, 15, almost 20 times inside of the open chat. And it was probably one of the largest amount of F-bombs I've ever seen in my life. Just straight up, Menace Stodecker, you effing effer! So helping F me if we effing lose this F-clan war. So help me F God, F you! Just F me, apparently, repeatedly. Just over and over and over again. It was childish, it was horrible, it was stupid. So we started up a clan war, and apparently he just didn't want to get demoted. And he didn't want to get demoted because he had actually reached the Ruby Division. And the clan that he gave me was a lot stronger than the one I was used to, so I was still trying to get the hang of things. It was a little bit more challenging than I thought it was going to be. Well, we ended up losing the clan war by about 55,000 points. Now, that might seem like a lot, but actually, inside a clan war, it's basically almost nothing. You see, for every tank raid, you can earn about 1,400 points. And you get 18 rounds of that in total per clan war. Get enough good players that are working simultaneously, and you could easily make that almost no problem. And then there's a whole bunch of clan tasks you can do, which also give you points. The lowest you can earn is about 50, and the highest is 250. Add the numbers together, you can earn a few thousand almost every single day. And then there's also a creator's box. And yes, I know I just used the wrong terminology, but I have a lot of thoughts processing in my mind right now. Plus, I'm in a combat, so that does stress me out a little bit. I don't know why it does. It does. I just don't like dying, apparently, and that's a totally normal thing for anybody. Anyway, that little chest inside the clan war, it will passively start to collect income once you hit 3,000. I think it was 3,500, or was it just 3,000? Yeah, it was one of those numbers. But you hit that number, and it will start generating. At first, it generates at 5, but then you level the box up. Then you start collecting 10, and then eventually you hit close to 50. Then you hit 100, and the number just keeps building. It keeps building and building, and it generates this income rapidly. It is very good, very useful. And after doing basic calculations, I am convinced that if he had actually been there to back me up every step of the way like he said he would, most likely we wouldn't have lost that clan war. We would have actually maintained the rank. Because we only really lost by about 2 positions. We just had to maintain it. We didn't have to reach first. Literally, 4th would have been enough. Or maybe it was 3rd. I'd have to see it all again. It's been so long since I've been in the Ruby division. It was one of those. There is this system design work that Pixel Gun uses. And every single clan war, you can either rank up or you can get demoted. In order to rank up, you have to reach the 1st and 2nd position in the first one, I believe it was. Or actually, no, I don't remember. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it this note here. You either rank up, you maintain your rank, or you get demoted. And they have a different setup for every single tier. Normally, they ended up splitting up between 3 groups of 2, so 2 would maintain rank, 2 would get demoted, and 2 would get promoted. But after they unleashed the Ruby division, they changed it up slightly, so it's gotten more confusing for me inside my head. To get to the Ruby division, only the top 1 will get promoted. 3 will maintain their rank, and 2 will get demoted. It's really confusing at first, but the more you look at it, the more it all makes sense. The more you understand it. That's my fault. Walked right into a whole bunch of mines. Whoop! Haha, he got killed by my gingerbread man. And everybody says pets are useless. Okay, well, they mostly are. They mostly are. Anyways, after that, I found myself literally doing a clan war by myself And I've been doing it almost by myself, repeatedly, nonstop since. There are a couple people now that are helping me. They are getting on, they are doing tasks, they are helping me out. It is most appreciated. I have not been more thankful for such behavior. I could not ask for a nicer thing for somebody to do, because doing that all by myself, it is incredibly hectic. But I still don't have anybody help me out in tank assault, so just a give and take. However, right now we ended up getting a lucky break. We're currently in the lead for the current clan war. We might get promoted, or we might get demoted. Who knows? And I'll show you all that after this round ends here, because I'm pretty sure I've fired 300 rounds by now. I love my pistols. Too bad they nerfed them slightly. They were so lovely when they first came out with these. Hey, I beat Razor. I don't suck. Okay, fine. I do stink a bit. I gotta practice a bit more. But hey, I'm taking first and second, so I'm not completely terrible. Still doesn't say the name of it. Okay, auto income collection. That's the one you could pay for, but it only lasts 7 days, so it's kind of pointless and stupid. This thing right here is what I'm talking about. This thing that generates the income. It generates it every 3 hours on the dot. There we go. Oh, I thought I was done with that one. Okay. I thought it was 30, not 60. I didn't pay attention. That's fine. I'll just come back to it later. Anyways, if you look right here, this is what I'm talking about. Usually 2 would get promoted, 2 would maintain rank, and 2 would get demoted. In this case, 3 maintain their rank, 2 get demoted, and 1 gets promoted. And right now we're in first. Thank heavens. Our literal first one that I ended up going against was Rem. And I'm sorry, Rem, but your base is awful. It's pathetic, actually. I can't think of any base I've seen as bad as this one for a while. They put a whole bunch of defenses here, but then they got absolutely nothing up front. And as soon as I saw this, and as soon as I saw that they had taken first, I knew that this was my ticket to maintaining a lead. So, Rem, I'm sorry, but your horrible base design work has led you to basically lose this clan war. So, you might maintain your rank, or you might get demoted. I am sorry. Please note that if you do end up getting demoted, it'll be my fault entirely, because I have attacked your base 12 times already, and I've defeated it 12 times in a row. I don't know about the other clans in here, but I was bombarding this one. It was too easy. I couldn't pass it up. I literally started off in here because there was no traps up here, no turrets, no nothing, no artillery, no anything really except for this thing. The satellite defense thing that they have there. I can't get my names right. My brain's just stalling. Give me a break. I just woke up. Anyways, my tank would spawn in almost always in this general area. And I would always be either right behind it or right in here. So I'd go in, move the tank up, start using it as a shield. The satellite would start attacking it. We would go around the corner. I'd take out my wave disruptor and I would start aiming for this section of wall because I knew that there were defenses behind it. I couldn't always gauge where the defenses were because I couldn't really see anything, so I just fired blindly and hoped for the best. Fortunately, I got some lucky shots in and I dealt some pretty good damage in this angle. So that was definitely a good thing. We'd go around the corner, my tank would go up here, I'd be behind it, using it as a literal big fat steel shield. First thing I would do is I would take out this one, because this thing is annoying. It doesn't deal a lot of damage in the moment, but it's repetitive, so it just focuses on one thing and hits it till it's dead. Something I can actually respect about a turret. After that, we'd focus on this. Bend the corner. This position for this trap was really stupid, and this one they added shortly after, in the middle of the clan war. After we took out these two, we'd go around the corner here. After that, my tank would be pretty much almost toast. So I would just get it as far in as I possibly could without making any silly mistakes, while also making sure that none of these are going to be able to target me. And by the time we get to this point, this one's already gone, these two were gone, and that just left these four. And this one I didn't really see on the screen for some reason. I don't know why that is, but I never did. I didn't actually have to fight it at all, ever. So maybe it just targeted the tank and I was left free of charge. I don't know. But it was just super easy using the wave disruptor. I was just using the same weapon again and again and again because I didn't have to switch it. There was no need to. I could just fire in line of sight and just rip through all of them like shrapnel. I'm sorry, Rem, but your base needs major rework. I am so sorry for targeting you as much as I have, but please know that I want to get back to Ruby Division, because we were at that originally, and I've been stuck in Crystal since. Out of curiosity, how are these people doing? You know, they say the best leaders lead by example. Some of these leaders don't even lead at all. No, I'm serious. 366 compared to 2690. 366 is rookie numbers. It's child's play. Look at that. This one hasn't even done anything. This leader's done nothing. 72, 72, 766, 730. Yeah, this one's done literally nothing. At least you got over 4,000. That one's done a little, but not much. Some of these names astound me. This one's done literally nothing. Literally nothing the entire war. The only reason why you have your position right now is because I was attacking the crap out of Rems. What's your defense look like? Okay, that is smart, but this is also stupid. Yeah. That's a smart decision. That's also a smart decision. I might end up targeting this in the next few hours when Tank Assault comes back online. I'm gonna be honest. It seems really killable. Based on design work, let's take a look here. Okay, so one satellite. That one's a strong model. Very nice. Well done. Some good numbers in here. I'm going to have to target this one first, because that one's going to hit my tank and slow it down, and I needed to get in closer to deal higher damage to these two, because these two are annoying. After I wipe that one off the face of the map, I'm going to go for this one, because that targets the player personally. It's very, very irritating to deal with. And then it's going to focus on that one behind it, and then we can take out the freezer together. If it focuses on the tank up here, then I can go in behind it and shoot it from behind here at an angle that it's not going to be able to hit me. If all works out okay as I just planned, then we can come around the bend. I'm going to be incredibly weak afterwards, so I gotta watch out for this thing, because it's going to be targeting me the entire time. And putting these three together, that was very smart. No, I'm serious, that actually is smart. Radioactive bomb, plus satellite laser, plus a literal laser artillery device that doesn't deal a lot of damage, but hits you and everything else beside you with a ricochet round. Very dangerous. So this is actually a pretty solid setup, assuming everything's at the same level. This is actually not bad. I mean, I don't know why you're using 3 of these like everybody else is. You're wasting so much energy when you do that. You could easily just take away 2 of these, put in 2 of the smaller ones that don't take as much energy, and then you could put in another monster spawner or something. I don't know. And again, putting in more than one device. I don't know why people do this. I really don't. It's not smart when they do this, because they waste so much energy. It's highly unintelligent. It is horrible. Apparently, people in Pixel Gun 3D, they like using the same strong stuff repeatedly when it comes to their clans. And I've noticed this for a good while, that they keep doing this. And it's not a bad idea having something that's already good, having more of it. But in the clan war, you've got to balance your energy scale, because if you don't, it will hold you back. And I realized this early on. So this one starts off at 10 energy, now it says 20. So the first one costed 10, this one costed 20. And every time you put down one of them, the energy level will literally double. Here, let me just go ahead and show you. Well, I'm not showing off too much. So I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to remove that. Notice how it says 25 right here. Right? Okay, now it says 50. You see that? If I want a second one of these, I need 50 energy. So the energy level doubles. Notice how this one right here says 6. So 6, 12, 24. The first one would cost 6, second would cost 12, and the third would cost 24. That's not efficient. That is not useful. That literally holds you back. And they do this with multiple turrets. They like doing it with this one especially, the laser turret. They really like this one because it actually does target player and it covers a radius of 50. Which compared to a lot of the others, that is a really good range. But it's not enough. And then they like the guided missiles, which I can understand. Okay, yeah, orbital satellite, that's what the name was. They also like spamming the electromortar, the fireball tower, and the nuclear howitzer. They like spamming these things repeatedly. They'll have 2, even 3 of them at a base at a time. And it is super unintelligent every time they do this. So every base I see doing that, I can't help but just feel sorry for. I feel sorry for them. And the Legend. They especially like the Legend, and for good reason. It has rockets, a minigun, and a shield. It's not something you can easily just walk over. It's a real pain. And I don't know why a lot of the people do that. I really don't. But you know what? Who am I to judge? Anyways, that person who gave me the clan, he has not messaged me once since. He has not contacted me back, ever, after leaving. Just a bunch of false promises from a really disgruntled person. And after his behavior, I contacted his former girlfriend and told him, okay, I said originally I didn't want to get involved, but now I do. I want to know what's going on, what's up with his behavior. And she basically told me the shocking truth that I could not fully comprehend. It turns out he was the one who actually cheated on her. And it gets even worse from there. This is where it all starts getting really bad. So he cheated on her. But he did not want to take accountability for his actions, so he just started blaming literally everybody else. And she sent me a whole bunch of screenshots and messages, thus proving that she was telling the truth. Really, really messed up. And apparently he even had over 11,000 completely nude images on his phone. I was stunned when I saw that. So I don't know what that guy's deal was, but he was going through something. Dang it, missed my timing again. And apparently he was even possibly selling some drugs on the side or something. I don't know. Point is, his behavior was just despicable. It was by far some of the worst human behavior you could have. And after he was throwing his tantrums and acting the way he was, apparently nobody wanted to deal with him, so they all just up and left. I cannot blame them. So here I am running his clan, which is now my clan, permanently. And he's not coming back. At least I don't think he ever will try. And I don't know why he got so upset about possibly getting demoted in the first place. I mean, it happens in clan war. You're going to go up and down as time goes on. It's a natural thing that ends up happening. You don't always win. That's normal. Everybody has to take a loss eventually. Ours just happened to be the first one, just because he wasn't there to back me up. I thought it was forward enough. There we go. Ow! Foolish me. This is one of my least favorite things to do. Fine, I don't want to do that again. Nope, I missed. My fault. It's my fault. No! I messed up my timing. There we go. Done. Haha. I haven't done that in a while. That thing is so infuriating. Good riddance. I might end up changing the profile picture again later at some point. Originally, there was a different image. I don't have it saved anymore. But it looks kind of like a hooded person. Like if you imagine Robin Hood with a green hood, but minus the beard, and then make his whole face gray. That's kind of what it looked like. And I eventually changed it to a tank. I was trying to make it feel more inclusive. Tank actually has multiple people inside of it, and multiple people tend to surround the tank, so it just seemed like a good idea when I did that. And also, I don't really ever see any pictures with tanks on here. I might change it to our old one. The one I had originally. But I'll see in time. And I don't know if I showed this in my previous videos or not, but I gave my character a revamp. It's been a while since I've been on Pixel Gun 3D, so I just wanted to do something new. Speaking of which, I want to change this again. Could I give him some actual knee pads? No, darker. Okay, now put that one here. Put the lighter one there. I feel like I'm staring at a Cyclops. That does not work. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's better. Now, if I could just... brighter. Beautiful. Haha. Oh, I just popped my spine. Oh, that did not feel nice. Ow. That hurt. Ah. Where'd that come from? Was that from my position? Holy crap, that hurt. It stung. There, how's that? Jeez. Assuming we get promoted, I'm going to do a video showing the new gear and weapons. I don't know if I ever showed that or not, because I haven't been here for a while. There's so many memories inside this game for me. I'm also currently trying to save up income so I can collect every single weapon on these tabs. I got 2 backups left I gotta collect. The Exterminator, the Champion Mercenary. I've already gotten all the primaries. I'm still missing a few melee and specials, plus a few snipers and heavies. Yeah, there's a few right there. There's one. They're in here. Around. Always around. Okay, so I was right. There was one that I needed that had gems. as payment. I thought it was a bit odd because I could have sworn I had a second. Okay, so I was right. I couldn't find that one at first. I thought that one was in the heavy category. You know, I find it sad that everybody comes on here and they just pay for all the good stuff. Everybody's buying the ultimatum. They're buying the limited edition armors. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody activated the Tycoon Pass here again just to get other stuff here. I'm not even participating because I just don't see a point. Yeah, sure, let me just go ahead and pay you guys my money for a bunch of digital items that I'm never gonna be able to hold in real life. Just so I can be really, really good at one game. Just because I got all the latest pay-to-win stuff. Teleporting relic. I really don't get it. I don't. To this day, I've never even bought the ultimatum. I've never even considered it. I mean, look at this. $50 for 6 chests. I mean, 6 items that you're probably going to spend months grinding for. Yeah, that's not bad when you think about it. But look at the original pricing. $90. I will pass on that. You have any idea how many meals I could buy with that much money? You'd be amazed. I could buy at least 85 meals. That's more than enough to last me an entire week. Big waste of money. I'd rather save my income, thank you. Alright, I don't need the latest skins to be happy. I don't need some 10,000 key dropper just to feel special. Old price 200. That is ridiculous. Anyways, I just wanted to record this and share that. Do you remember what I said earlier about how the best leaders lead by example? Notice how every one of these is under 10,000. Alright, now look at mine. 17,940 currently. I have been trying my absolute hardest. More than that, actually. I might not be the best player, but I am dedicated. I am going to hop on, I am going to do my part, and I'm going to give it the best shot I have. And I do that every single clan war. I might not have all the latest top tier stuff. I might not be as, I guess some people would say, goated as some of the other people. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care what they think about me. I know my worth and I know that I'm dedicated. And that's more than enough to keep driving me forward. In time, I will get some of these. It's just a matter of time till one of them drops into my lap. I just gotta keep waiting. All those chests are based on chances. My chance will come eventually. I just have to wait. That's all I have to do. I just have to be patient. Pixel Gun 3D, this feels counterdicting. Why do you have the same item being sold for 2 different days, one for 5 and one for 7? Also, there is a stark difference in the pricing here. 5 days is $5, 7 days is $10. Hey, could you make 7 days $7 and 5 days $5? Then the pricing would be consistent. Thank you. I know they're not going to do that. I'm just saying. How did I never see that till now? Income auto collection for 5 days. Hire a goblin, he will automatically collect the income for you for 7 days. It's the same thing, just 2 different days difference. With a larger pricing. That is absolute price gouging right there. That is not cool. Clan Wars are almost over, so I'll just save that stuff for now. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, well, I'm going to end this one here, so thank you everybody so much for watching. I know I didn't really do much in here. I didn't really have much of a plan other than that story. But I just think it's amazing how some people will act the way they do. It's very surprising, really interesting human nature. Most bizarre, too. But if you liked the video, then give it a like. If you want to see more, then please subscribe. And like always, this is Menace Snowdecker signing off. And I will see you next time. So bye-bye. Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget to smile, because remember, a smile a day goes a long way. Hope to see you all back here again soon.